Over 200 Mongolians living in America came together for a purpose. They are called magical brothers and sisters. Sounds strange? Why do we call them so? What brought them together? I won't tell you now, but soon you will know it. "15-year-old Azjargal lives with his mom and 3 little siblings in a faraway Ger district of Ulaanbaatar. The meaning of his name is happiness, and we shall call him Azza.
I have 3 little siblings, and the biggest one is a boy. His name is Bolganjargal. The others are girls, and their names are Boinjargal and Unurjargal respectively. They love me so much, and so do I.
Bolganjargal is 7 years old, Boinjargal is 5, and Unurjargal is 3. As the big brother of his family, Azza has a lot of responsibilities, including helping out his mom, having duties of home chores, cooking in his mom's absence, helping out with his brother's homework, and taking well care of his sisters. Azza is a hard-working son and a good brother at his home. He studies at school number 104 of Songun Khairkhan district of Ulaanbaatar.
When I was in 1st grade, the school just opened. It is still new now.
The shortage of kindergartens and schools in the Ger districts of Ulaanbaatar is getting worse as the total population in the district increases. The government invests in education and constructs kindergartens and schools every year in order to solve this problem.
The
district of Songun Khairkhan is the most populated one among the districts of the capital. In English, it means the mountain where the wild onions grow a lot. By the way, most of the districts of UP are named after mountains.
When I was a child, there was no kindergarten nearby, so I used to go to the one in the central area of Ulaanbaatar, about 7 to 8 kilometers away from here. It was a long way to go. My mom used to take me to the kindergarten and picked me up usually by bus, but sometimes by taxi.
The job of mom taking her children to a kindergarten isn't finished yet. The girls, they need to go to kindergarten. The mother used to send her daughters to a kindergarten which is far away from her home. But now, she doesn't need to go that far because her daughters are now the children of Magic Land. What is a Magic Land? In general, it's a dream place for children, a fairyland. But for some children in the world, just a place to be safe, a room to fall asleep, and a playground to enjoy might be a dream place. Ulaanbaatar, 2012. A group of young people united in order to make children happy who were in need of help. The cases of child abuse made them feel sad and worry about the victims. Eventually, they decided to do something helpful for the children. This is how it all started. In 2015, a few days before New Year, guys decided to make some children happy by presenting them with gifts because there were many children who were unable to celebrate New Year. They initiated a campaign called Magic Bag. At first, the purpose was just to make the children happy. They bought some fabric to make bags. Sometimes they had to work overnight without sleep in order to make hundreds of bags. The bags are ready and need to be filled with gifts. Many guys involved in the campaign as volunteers. They are calling out, "Let the children smile, let magic be created." New Year is one of the main festivities in Mongolia. Kids receive gifts from Father Frost. Unfortunately, there are still some kids who didn't receive any gifts. The guys observed that and decided to call upon Father Frost, who can make magic come true. Of course, kids were happy, but also the guys accomplished their purpose. However, the guys found out that some kids have been living in a very unpleasant condition. Some went hungry and were cold, and some were exposed to family violence. Knowing this really concerned the guys. Presenting gifts only once felt not enough. Then the guys realized that much more had to be done for the kids. But what they can do? The guys wanted the kids to have a place where they can be safe and free from any violence, a toyland where they can play, and a library where they can read books. Then they decided to build a place called Magic Land. They had nothing necessary to build a magic land, but a dream and a passion. They initiated a donation campaign in order to achieve their goal. Using research on where the most violence occurred, they bought some land where they could build Magic Land. Their initiative was taken up by thousands of people and continued to grow day by day. The volunteers help in various ways, including donating, cleaning of waste, constructing of the building, helping out with digging a well and building a playground. There was even a person who donated nails and screws. One girl sold her drawings and donated 1,000,000 tugruks. It was a very touching gesture. The happiest were the kids who lived nearby. They waited eagerly for Magic Land to be opened.
Одоо энд чинь ингээд та нарт гоё ном унших, номын сан энэ төр барина шүү дээ.
Тийм үү?
Тий.
Тэгээ цагийн хэлэх үү?
Үнэгүй шүү дээ.
Үнэгүй юм уу?
Тийм.
Өдөржингөө уншина.
Ном унших уу?
Уншин.
Нэрээ юу?
Нэрээ. Хичээл мичээл хийж авах.
Хичээлээ хийж болно шүү дээ.
In September of the year, the Magic Land became ready to open its doors. The ribbon-cutting ceremony of the kids marks the official opening of the Magic Land. There are two buildings constructed in Magic Land, namely a Kids Development Center and a Child Protection Center. There is a kindergarten and a library in the Kids Development Center, and there is a basketball field and a playground outside. The kids who live nearby like to come and play, like to read books and study and do their homework in the library. There are more than 7,000 books in the library. All these books were donated. Children can read books here, and they are also able to take the books to their homes and return to the library. Around 60 to 70 children come and spend their free time here every day. Aza is one of them. Magic Land is very important for Aza because not only does he spend his free time here, but also his little sisters can go to kindergarten here. This is why his mom doesn't need to go far away in order to take her daughters to kindergarten. Over 50 kids who live nearby Magic Land, like Boyunjargal and Unurjargal, use the kindergarten here. Aza doesn't only read books in the library, but he also learns Japanese language downstairs in Magic Land. There is a Japanese class every week, and it welcomes everyone who wants to come.
Learning Japanese is very interesting, and I learned a lot in very short time. I can speak in Japanese a little bit, and I'm learning Japanese songs as well.
There are sewing machines in the Magic Land. Sewing courses being offered to parents of the children, and here are some items done by the parents. Aza's mom is offered a job in Magic Land as soon as she completes her sewing course. The Child Protection Center of Magic Land is available to those who had been through domestic violence and are in need of protection. The Safety Center served 52 kids last year. This year, also over 50 kids had utilized the center, and now 18 of them are living in. The youngest one is 2 years old and the oldest is 17 years old. There are around 20 employees in Magic Land, including a teacher, social worker, psychologist, chef, driver and security personnel. A social worker and a psychologist are available to the kids, and if necessary, they can advise the parents. There is a bust sculpture in Magic Land. You can read a statement on the sculpture. I shall live in Magic Land until I become a white-headed grandma. Your grandma Gulsara, who gives candies. The lady who loved kids so much was one of the initiators of the center. Now I shall tell you about those magical brothers and sisters we mentioned in the beginning, and why did they get that name? In order to keep Magic Land open, finances are needed. Because there is no financial support from the government, So the guys went to the States to get donations from Mongolians who live there. The guys visited many states and met up with Mongolians. They introduced the Magic Land project and wanted them to help children. Eventually, over 200 people agreed to donate every day. They let children be happy every day in the Magic Land. This is why they are called magical brothers and sisters by children.
I feel that magical brothers and sisters are with us here every day, even if they are in the States.
You know what? There is about to be another magical land in a faraway district in the east of Ubi. The building construction will be started in the summer. Then the second center will welcome children in the fall. The laughter of kids will be heard there each and every day. Aza has 2 more years to graduate from his secondary school, and he wants to become a train engineer.
I can only repay my mother's kindness by becoming someone good and useful for my country. And I shall raise my little siblings to be good people as well. It is my responsibility.
Aza has another desire, except for being a train engineer. He wishes to do good deeds for not only his siblings, but also for thousands of other kids. Indeed, he wants to become a magical brother.